Well, happy Friday, y'all. Happy stormy, crazy Friday. We're running a little late with this due to all of the storms last night and today. And I know so many of you have dealt with it this week too, probably even a little worse than we have. But for this week's Friday from the Heart, I had a couple of things earlier in the week that I thought I was going to talk about. But these storms have kind of taken over my mind too, my heart. There's so many comparisons that we can make about the storms of life, right? But it just takes me back to pretty much this time of year in 2020 when I rode out a tornado in my car. And last night when the storm started at our house, and then again this morning, Keller kept asking, what is wrong with Murphy? Just shaking, and a couple of times she just flattened herself down on the ground, and then finally she just got up under the little kitchen bar area where Keller was sitting and got up under his legs under there. He's like, what is she doing? And I was like, Keller, remember, Murphy was in the car with me and rode out that tornado. And I said, she has been scared of storms ever since. I'm not a big fan either, especially when I hear the wind howling. But it just reminded me how traumatized I was for a couple of weeks after that. And then when Katie came to visit a couple weeks after that happened, I was like, come on, get in the car, go with me. And I rode her out to where I was on the road that day in the little driveway where I was able to bring my car to a stop and just kind of went through it with her as to what happened. And then I was able to let a lot of it go. And so it just reminded me so many crazy things happen, and it can happen so quickly. And it will leave us kind of shell-shocked for a while. But then once we realize we're okay and we let it sink in, and then if we can really turn our hearts and our minds to gratefulness, thankfulness, maybe just even more awareness, how much worse things could have been. And then the power kind of comes back. When we realize it could have been worse, or we're grateful for whatever the outcome is, even though it wasn't something we wanted to go through. As soon as we make that switch, then we get our power back, right? Instead of the woe is me pity party, which God knows I have a lot of them, but the less time we can live in the depths of pity, the easier it is to bring ourselves out of it. And as always on these Fridays from the Heart, I don't know if that's making any sense. Finding the words sometimes for what I'm thinking or feeling sometimes don't come out super clearly because I just come and talk to y'all. I don't write this out to try to make it make sense. But it was just pretty powerful for me last night and this morning to think I had been here before and I came out of it. I'm facing some struggles right now that I thought would be over by now. But those storms just reminded me, so grateful that they didn't hit our houses. Although somebody pretty close to us in our world, not personally, but professionally, at the print shop in Tallahassee, got a direct hit and lost her home to a tornado this morning. So I pray that everything will go as smoothly as possible. But I think they've already shifted their mind to gratefulness of thank you that we made it out alive, right? But the more we can say thank you, the more at peace we are with our lives, the more rest we give ourselves to be ready to face the next storm, the sooner we can turn the corner after one and be grateful that it could have been worse and it wasn't, and grateful to see the blessings and the people that come to help and all those kind of things. The sooner we can do that, then the stronger we will be, and the more ready we will be for the next time it happens, because that's, pretty much all we can do. We are guaranteed to have lots of storms in our lives. And this time of year in the South especially lets us know that any given day there's going to be an afternoon thunderstorm with the possibility of a tornado coming out of it. So figuratively and actually real storms, they're a real thing. We're all going to face them, but we can all learn something from them. We can all get stronger from them, and we can certainly all help somebody else, whoever's going through it at the time. So if that made any sense at all, storms, that's what's on my heart this Friday. I hope y'all are safe wherever you are. I hope if there's more to come for all of us this weekend, that we all stay safe and that we keep an attitude of gratefulness. Happy Friday, y'all.